Hello, my name is Desiree Till, and for my Introduction to Human Services course, I had to pick a field of study that I had to research. So the field of study I picked was rehabilitation caseworker. For my generation, at least, I think it's really easy to think of a rehab caseworker and be like, oh, they're working with individuals who have substance abuse and alcoholism problems. That's not quite the case, though. A rehabilitation caseworker specializes in helping individuals with disabilities acquire and maintain employment. They do this by assessing the client's various strengths, work skills, capability, and interest to help them achieve their employment goals. After the initial assessment is made, there's other services that can be utilized to help the client, such as counseling and guidance, job training services, job placement services, and independent living services. When we combine all of these things, it really enables the client to achieve their greatest potential and maintain their employment. In order to be a rehabilitation caseworker, there's some educational requirements. So the minimum education requirement is getting a bachelor's degree in behavioral services, plus a year or more experience in rehabilitation-related work environment. But most cases are going to require a little more than that. So they're going to want you to have a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling, and then a master's degree in philosophy, counseling, or any other field related to vocal rehabilitation. This can be fields such as physical psychology or any field that is related to like the working well-being of individuals with disabilities. The salary for someone with this occupation varies from about $23,800 to $46,450 annually. And this all kind of depends on the employer, your education, and the experience you've had in this field. When I mention that your employer varies on your salary, I don't mean specifically the company, but more of the three different employment types in human services, which are public sector, nonprofit, and private sector. Public sector agencies are funded by the state and local government. They are the largest employer of all human services occupations, and because of this, they have great rules and regulations, such as a fixed workload. The benefits of working for this type of company is having flexible leave time because there's more people doing the same type of job you are. The benefits package includes dental and vision, along with a pretty generous retirement package. You also have a fixed pay based on how long you've been with them and what your prior experiences are. You're frequently interacting with the public in this type of occupation, so a sense of professionalism is required because you are representing your government. Another option for employment is working within a nonprofit organization. Nonprofit organizations are much smaller than public sector occupations, and because of this, they're able to fulfill services that the state is either unwilling or unable to provide. This allows the organization to work more one-on-one with at-risk communities and creating programs such as homeless outreach, women's shelters, and other varying programs. The characteristics of nonprofit organizations are that they can create and tailor programs to meet a specific community's need, and their smaller size allows for them to be more responsible to the needs of their workers and their clients. It also allows for an ongoing and lengthy contact with the community members. The last employment option in the human services field is private sector. So private sector is your personal practice, which means you get to set your own pay and hours. Within private sector, there's really two main fields. The first is research, and the other is counseling. Because of the varying fields, there's different levels of education needed, which basically depends on what your state requires for licensing for your specific field. So now that you know a little more about what rehabilitation counseling is and the different employment options out there for you, these are a couple of reasons why one would want to get involved in rehabilitation counseling. The impact on the client's life is life-changing. When you accurately assess their skills, the client is able to see new possibilities and options for themselves. And the training in the independent living gives the client a renewed sense of confidence and self-esteem. And once you get them their job and the training services needed for their job, they now have the tools they need to succeed. All of this together leads to a new sense of independence for them and just the greater well-being for the individual. Because of all this, there is an impact on the client's family. It reduces a lot of strain, not only in terms of emotional just stress, but in terms of making money a little less tight. And this makes the relationship with their family a lot healthier and a lot easygoing. In conclusion, I feel like this project gave me a little more eye-opening experience on the options that are out there for human services. I think human service is a really rewarding career, and I think Gandhi said it best when he said the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.